Shit
Uh,
in your tank.
man, I don't know, man, because I don't know, man.
You can't scorn a woman and expect her not to do something.
Cause
Even though she
you see when
might not have showed you those symptoms beforehand or when y'all was together, when a
you
woman
see
scorned, it's gonna do some crazy shit. And you fucked with her feelings like that after she done told you what she done been through, and then you done did some shit like that. You don't expect her to retaliate. You better look over your shoulder.
Yeah, you gotta know who to do it to. You fucking over with bitches that's on the thin line between love and hate. You gotta get these gullible bitches that's just
What I'm saying to you, that's what I'm saying. She might not perceive, which is a gullible, and you do that, and then you gonna see a whole other person come out because her feelings is involved. It's attached. But they find out, yeah, she gonna be nice, sweet, innocent at first, and then once she find out you doing that, and she really put her all into you, okay, you gonna see that fire come out. You gonna end up having to get a restraining order.
restraint order is crazy.
I'm not getting. I'm shooting at a bitch. Shit, fuck to me if
So
you want.
you the type that sit there as soon as the bitch do that, hello. But I can't say
Hell no.
shit.
Listen,
I
I
can't.
think we together. If you don't think shit, if a thought, hell no.
See, that's what it comes back to communication again. See, you ask at a certain point, you ask questions.
Lord,
Either you gonna ask or she gonna ask. Like, what is this? What are we doing? It's gonna be a conversation towards that, to where you know, or if you don't know, and if somebody just leading them blind and then they don't know, then that's all
How
on
can I
them.
communicate
But what I'm
with my significant other, Lloyd, that this bitch is nasty as fuck and got a fat ass and she don't stress a nigga out and I just want to bend her over from time to time.
Bend it over from time to time.
I'm fucking around. You know I gotta get my kicks and rocks off, man. Lloyd talk about communication. How do I communicate that? Baby, I love you. I ain't going nowhere, but baby got some crazy mouth over there, so I gotta see what that talking is real quick. I ain't going nowhere though, but I can't get this up for right now, just for a little second.
at least you give her the opportunity to, when if she wants to stay with that program, she can. But it will be her choice at that point if she wants to stay. Yes.
I feel the hell out
At least you give her the ultimatum, like, look, okay, well, look, I don't want to stop this. Not saying I promote any of this shit, but I'm saying because you brought up the scenario, right? Um, like this is what I'm looking for inside of this. You know what I'm saying? And if you're gonna be with that or against it, but this is what I'm looking for. And if she stays with that, then she stays with that. You have
I don't know.
some that's gonna be like, okay, they're gonna respect it and walk on. Like, okay, I respect what you're saying, but you know what I'm saying, I can't fuck with that. Or you have some that still want to fuck with you regardless.
That's
I'm
why
not saying they are, but I'm just
that's
saying.
exactly why niggas speak, because they selfish and they don't want to give them that option. They like, oh shit, if she don't know, I still keep her and get to do my other shit, but I gotta end that shit. But niggas get greedy and fuck it. I'm gonna keep going.
I'm start holding events to where it's gonna be like little conventions that I need y'all to attend. So that way we could break all this shit down. Because it's like I can do this all day. Oh man. What y'all point of views is funny. That's crazy. Yeah, no, um, I just feel that if you open it where's my words at? Open and honest from the beginning of what you want, then you know what I'm saying, either
I think that shit cap too though.
what's that?
That shit cap because you can sit there and tell a woman like, hey, like I don't know. That's why I be hating these podcasts, especially P last night. Cause you try to like not come from a point of view of yourself or what you experience, but that kind of makes like the best content or the best relatable points where people can understand, kind of get a picture of what's going on. You feel me? What we talking about?
Right.
So it'd be kind of hard for me to like express myself without, you feel me, throwing myself under the bus, especially like with this topic, like, you feel me. But I just feel like you could tell a person, hey, I got a girlfriend, right? Now a person is all in with it, or it could be, let's go both situations. The whole situation where a person can be like, I ain't fucking with you because I know you got a girl, but you like, I got a girl. Like, this is what it is. You get what I'm saying? Now, eventually, this person like, no, I fuck with you and I want to fuck with you, and I do know that you got a girl. You feel me? So a person can say they don't want to fuck with you because you got a girl the whole time, and then still end up wanting to fuck with you. A person, you can tell a person, I got a girlfriend, and then she fuck with you because you got a girlfriend and she cool with it. You feel me? But then eventually, after a year, 6 months, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 7 years,
I was just about to say that.
going on, you feel me? She gonna be like, hey, bro, like,
Every
well,
female want that number one spot. I don't give a damn how cool
what's going on, nigga? What's
Nah,
going on?
you see,
You
yeah, they
feel
can do
me?
that all that they want in this aspect, right? They can do that all that they want, but they knew from the beginning.
But that's
Yeah,
what I'm
but they
saying.
can say you kept fucking with me, so you kind of
No,
played in
no,
that
no,
shit
no,
too.
no, no. If we looking at the aspect of what you're saying, right? She chose to be there after you told her
Okay,
that she had a girl. Or,
okay,
you know what I'm saying?
okay,
So,
so
regardless of whatever you want to be, I told you what it was from the beginning.
what's more stressful, right? For both sides, for all sides, right? What's more stressful? A person being honest, like, hey, so the girlfriend know at any given day I could be going out here doing it up, cheating, because I'm honest, right? Now that person's stressed out, right? Now I telling this person, hey, I got a girlfriend. Eventually, so she ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? She ain't tripping. But now I'm maneuvering. I'm doing my thing. Eventually, she's gonna stress out. Now both of them stressing out. Now I'm stressed out. You get what I'm saying? So so now listen. But that's if you be honest, right? Now
Yeah.
look how this works. You don't tell her you got a girlfriend. She ain't stressing. Your girl ain't stressing. You feel me? When she get too close and try to know or want to know you got a girl, you let her go. Now she just fucked up. Like, damn, I just had a single nigga, I had a nigga to mingle with. Now I ain't mingling no more. You feel me? Your girl don't know what's going on. She ain't stressing out. You get the all right. You probably had a fucked up moment. Like, damn, I let that one go. But other than that, when you lie, who's stressed out? Let's be honest. Like, we being real now, right?
I would say only the nigga gets stressed out because he try to, keep two worlds from fucking colliding. So that's only put stress on the nigga. They don't know what the hell going on. I'm managing these situations. I'm keeping them motherfuckers happy. They, away, and everything peaches and cream. You the one that get the stress, like, God damn, this bitch, who do I gotta turn my phone off at night now? You feel me? Or I gotta, hey bitch, I'm at work, who don't, at certain hours I ain't available.
See,
Look, Lloyd, like,
see, me personally, that's just too much you have to deal with. That's why I don't do that shit. It's too much. You gotta sit there and do all this extra. That's why I can't. You know what I'm saying? You end up sending the message to the wrong person and all this extra. No, I, I, I had my fun when I was younger. Right?
How
I'm at the age to where it's like
was it? How was the fun?
my fun wasn't like everybody else's fun. I have fun. I mean, I didn't do nothing to the extent of something outside of the ordinary, but
But you have fun.
Yeah,
Have fun.
we want to hear this fun,
Yeah.
Lloyd.
You said what?
We want to hear about this fun.
It wasn't fun. We got thinking, y'all perspective is fun is way fucking different than mine. If y'all sitting there saying this topic that y'all just came up with,
What we come up with?
man, I said, hey,
Come up with nothing.
yeah, y'all came up with this scenario.
What scenario? You said
The scenario of when y'all get the side piece that y'all say. You don't understand.
Because
be honest. You said be honest. You trying to
Right.
yeah.
I did.
I'm putting a disclaimer out there for the niggas. You telling them to be honest. Like, you feel me? Like, that shit cool and all, but nigga, it's just yin and yang for everything you do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, the best bet is just don't do it, nigga.
Right.
Like,
That's the best bet.
but
You live a better life that way. You don't have to worry about no stress or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Looking over your shoulder, wondering if somebody can catch your whole shoulder. None of that. If you don't do it from the beginning. Now, if you choose to do this shit from the beginning, you are opening up you know what the problems and the situation comes with when you go around to that nature. You knew this before stepping into it. You can either go through this way, it can either go this way, it can either go this way, or it can either go this way. But you know the risk that you're taking in this shit. So whatever comes the way to where however figures whoever, you know what I'm saying, you put yourself vulnerable to that shit because this is the situation you choose to be in. This is the situation you put yourself in. To where now you done got yourself engaged with two women. Now both women is uncontent because one wants you and the other one wants you, and then you won't, you know what I'm saying? And it's not, you know what I mean? So it's like you're allowing stuff to come up on you for some shit that you created. Knowing what it comes with. That's too much. You gotta sit there and do all that, and then you still gotta go to work, still gotta come home. Now you don't went from hearing one girl's perspective to where now you gotta hear two, and then you gotta make sure it's too much. It's too much. That's why when you be with one, be with the one. Don't go venture and all, because that's where you fuck up. Because then it's like some people sit there and realize when they do that, they fuck around and lose the wrong one.
Somebody got to do it.
I'm
Da. Nah, fucking around.
I
Hey, I'm fucking around. You already know, man.
No. I get it. I ain't nothing wrong with it.
But though, like, if you got somebody and you love them and you fuck with them right now, like, real shit, right? But now, outside of that, man, the world fucked up. You feel me?
Right.
So, like,
that's what I'm saying. Stick to what you got.
So, yeah, that's cool. But that's for the motherfuckers that got somebody, right? Everybody that listens to this motherfucker, or everybody that's around about to probably lose somebody or don't got nobody, nigga. So on that, it's rare, like, for a black couple to be existing, let alone a long time. So even if you do see a black couple in the movies, nigga, don't think that they gonna be still together for 6 months to a year. So it's like, it's an illusion. You might, even if it look like a lot of people out here dating, it's not. You get what I'm saying? So like, what you speaking from is not it's not like a majority type of thing. Like, you feel me?
I can't help if they put themselves in situations like
No, I'm just saying, nigga.
everybody been through that situation. But I'm saying it's like
because we all had our fun and been fucked up people, and we don't have the heart, right, to sit here and try to judge men on what they did on their past or how they should do things as far as cheating. I feel like that's
no, it's not that. It's experience in the aspect of that way they won't become cheaters. Knowing that what you done been through, you don't want the people underneath your generation to go through and what you enduring, what you all, you know what I'm saying? You know how you run into an old head and then you sit there and tell them a story or something like that, or you over here a story and they be like, they don't tell you nothing, but then you go back and something that they said was right, and you go back and you tell that person like, oh, you know what? When you was telling me about that, you was like, well, I didn't want to be the one to tell you because I wanted you to learn on your own.
See, this is why I'm glad I got sons and daughters.
No. I was was just finna get there, but hold on. My whole thing is, it's like, okay, we gotta have experiences, right? When you have these experiences, and sometimes it's like you gotta update your game, you gotta update your software, you gotta update it, right? So
Mhm.
from with your experience, you probably didn't update your shit. You feel me? Just for the simple fact of you can tell a young nigga, hey, don't cheat on this person, but you don't know who he got. You feel me? You don't know who he got in that household. You don't know how scandalous she is. So what I'm
Right.
trying to say is, who he think is good for him is not who you think is good for him. You feel me? That's the experience. So the whole time, the person that you see cool for him, he'll walk past. You feel me? But the
Mhm.
person he picking is just a hoe. You feel me?
Right.
Like,
But that goes back to a podcast we done did before, to where it's like you have to know what you're picking out here. You can't try to make something into something. You have
eh,
to accept the person for what they are. If you knew that's how you met them, I'm pretty sure that that's the way they're going to be. But I can't pick the person for them. They would just have to follow the signs to see if that person is good enough, or you know what I'm saying, generate the same thing that you're trying to progress in. But
right.
I can't, like I said, I can't choose for you. So if I'm telling you these things, you thinking something outside of what the hell I'm saying, and then you trying to make that into something, you can't. You can't change no one. You can't get into a relationship looking at this, that she done came off this motherfucking pole all night, and this is what she does, to where now you like, okay, well, we're together, so you can't do that anymore. You can't do that. That's what she was doing before you. That's how she was making her money, just stay out your, and you want to, that's in a way that's being controlling. And for two, you can't be with someone to change them. You have to embrace them for who they are. And I think a lot of people have that misinterpreted, like when they start talking to people. Like they have their certain kind of people that they're interested in. Like some dudes might be into front laces, or she got front lace with some booty shorts that's spandex material. You know what I'm saying? That might be the thing that they're into. Don't mean they have a great intellect, but that's what they're into. So that's what they're going to adapt and go get, hoping that they'll find one that's like that has a great mind and a great sense of humor, that y'all can be together forever. You looking in the wrong field. Some in relationships for convenience. I
So
believe
that's why.
women are too.
So I was getting to the next question, because you know me, like it's like a madness to what I'm going. Where I always be going with the shit. So I was my main thing would be like, now at this point of the conversation, what would you tell your son? Like, what would be the conversation for your son? Like, just being in this state, what the world is in.
Keep your shit in your pants. Finish school. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody knock you off the path that, you know what I'm saying, God provided for you. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be some ways or some shit that you might be curious to go see. You know what I'm saying? But don't let that knock you from what you know what I'm saying, what you believe in, that you can be. I can't tell you what to do. It's as far as if I had a son, you know what I'm saying? I can't tell you what to be or what to become. But become something that matters. All this shit that's extra on the outside of that is just free time. Um, don't have kids until you're ready, and make sure when you become a parent that you stay in that child's life. No matter if you or the mom works out, stay in that kid's life. That's what I would tell
Oh, okay, cool. I I for sure would be on some shit like these women ain't nothing, you know. These women ain't nothing. Uh, these women is the devil. Um, and dealing with these women, you will sin. You know what I'm saying? You will sin and continue to sin, right? Now, that's that. Now, if my son is 15 or 18 right now, my son 18 right now, 18 to 21. You feel me? Because what we just said is something you tell your seed as they growing up. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said like that, because I get where you was coming from. But the typical 18, 21-year-old, you have to be real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Do you. You know what I'm saying? Do you. You know what I'm saying? Keep you a couple. You feel me? When she make you mad, she might make you happy. Simple. Just like that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying, like, yeah, them years is the years to do like whatever teenagers does. Like, protect yourself at all times, no matter what you're doing. But I'm saying, don't take it seriously. The only thing you should be taking seriously is your education.
Now, I get it. I get it. But every relationship young been, to my liking, way more successful, way more loving, way more godly than the older relationships. The ships that come after this nigga done got out of jail, or this nigga done been with 2 baby mamas. Now he want to come deal with this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It be way more godly when the nigga just 17, 18, 19. Like, it's more innocent. It's more pure feelings. It's, you know what I'm saying? Like, son, you feeling that type of way? Feel that type of way. Because don't be 30 and then you feel me, you with running around with the baby. Get that shit out the way. Shit, I love to be a grandpa, and just, you know, strap up for diseases. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying, if you chose to have a kid, I'm here for you. She choose to have a kid, I'm here for you. But strap up for diseases, and I think that's what will scare a young man.
You know
A
what?
young man.
You make a valid point. And I don't mean to cut you off. This is why, because I had to do a research on a disease, right? And at that time, you know, as a kid, we had to go to the public library for shit like that. So when I did that, I was starting to pay attention to like what the shit looked like and how it makes it look, and you know what I'm saying, shit around your mouth and shit around this area and shit around like, so I had to print all that shit out. You know, my teacher had to come get me because they wouldn't release me because they thought I was printing out porn videos. I found that shit so funny. Like, nah, this is for school. This is for school. Yeah, saying that to say, like, seeing the shit that I had to print out as far as what shit was and actually learning it, because I was like really into it. But it was like I didn't want to catch this shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't know it somewhat existed or what it looked like until I had to do the research on it to do this shit for a class.
Yeah,
So when I seen the way the shit make you look like you got really limp, I'm like,
yeah.
I don't want that. So it just goes back to what you were saying as far as like teaching it and showing like what that shit does and shows the importance of life in a way, because it's okay to have fun. But at the end of the day, you have to strap up, son.
Yeah.
You should make a shirt like that.
Yeah, and
Don't try to take my shirt neither.
some people need that wake up call to have kids and shit too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't know what a person can do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, my parents had me young. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people be having their kids young, and I feel like that's something we getting away from. But I don't like it. You know, we out here older having kids, and everybody don't make it through the cracks. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not trying to be like that, but niggas got homies and homegirls that's 30 or 30 something or 40 something. You feel me? And they ain't got a kid, or they not planning on having no kid because they not in a good relationship. That's just weak. Like, you know what I'm saying? They could have been had a kid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They could have been did it up. You know what I'm saying? During homecoming or something.
Yeah, but some people want to have kids like with the person that they consider to be man if it comes down to like that. They just didn't want to have no kids with just anybody.
Nah, I get it. I get it. Don't have kids with just anybody. I fuck with that.
Right.
But don't. It's either you don't have kids or you don't have kids with who you not God. Like, you feel me? Like, you like goddamn. Like, how perfect can the shit be? You feel me? You're not God. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you not being God. I would. It would be amazing for you to be with your Prince Charming.
Mm.
But you might just end up with the frog and he not turning into nothing else but the frog. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You have to let that nigga hop on into your life and you never know what he can do. You never need. You know, Steve Jobs wasn't Steve Jobs when he was 19, 18. You never know who these niggas can be turned into. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like we gotta stop pushing that shit. All that. Why y'all having kids? And what the fuck y'all doing having kids?
No, I'm not pushing that narrative. I'm saying
I'm not saying you.
no. I'm saying I know you're not saying that, but I'm saying from my perspective, if you're gonna have them because you want them, and this is what I mean by that. If you at the age, at the early stage of age, like you know what I'm saying, 18, 19, 20, if you're gonna have the kid, have it because you want to have it. Don't have it to keep nobody. You gotta chime back through, sir.
Not,
I'm waiting. Oh, there you go. I hear you, nephew.
yeah. Then it's like you gotta save your son because if your son's successful, you know what I'm saying?
And that motherfucking service is horrible in the fucking house, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking Wi-Fi is fucked up. Have to go outside like, man, they can't get a reception. You already know how it is, man. The building shit just like that.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I'm calling.
What would you say, nephew?
Nah, but I was
What happened?
saying when the nigga is more successful or successful, it's even worse. I feel like that's a different conversation. I feel like now that's a conversation you have with your son about kids. Like that's when the kid conversation comes when you successful. Because when you successful, you got this lady, right? She don't love your hip hop, right? And she end up having a baby with Future, right? You know what I'm saying? So by her getting Future baby, now she, got a little dollars. You feel what I'm saying? She get to move around how she want to, start a little business.
Mm-hmm.
Now 3 years later, she having a baby with another nigga. You feel me? So this they hustle now. This is official hustle. Baby mama is a hustle now. As far as for the athletes and the we can't let's look at it for what it is. It's a hustle now.
Right. Okay.
Yo, this hustle been going on.
Nah, but now we can't just stop hiding it. Like, nah, it's all the way in, it's front line. This shit is front line with the shit. They ain't got no shame. They don't give a fuck.
Child support been around like a motherfucker. Yeah, that shit ain't going nowhere. Shit. Bitches know they ain't gotta lift the goddamn penny or 20 as long as they got a nigga on some child support.
And this is one of the purpose of the podcast is to we can say one or two each time that we get on here to avoid going through this trickle effect. It's fine. It's like this is what I mean by taking your time. I didn't start taking my time until I got older. Starting to actually people who is who, what is what, and what, like, you know what I'm saying, what is your intention or seek growth inside, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't start doing that until I got older, until I went through adolescence at an early age, where it was like, okay, whoa, wait a minute, hold up, I got, let me do some deep digging as far as like if I can see myself with this person before I just go ahead and think this person is for me. Um, this is why I push the agenda, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want people to think like, oh, he feel like he didn't hate, never went through anything, or no, I've been through the trenches. I've been there. And from, you know what I'm saying, from the ages of 13 and on up, you know what I'm saying, I've been there. This is why they call me an old soul. Like, cause I done seen it and I experienced some things that I wouldn't want the next person to experience. Like, even though I sit here and say these things and they don't listen, right? Let's just say they don't listen, right? And then they go out and they do their own thing. And then they come back and then they be like, damn, that thing on that podcast was right. He tried to steer me away from this shit. But sometimes we have to go through things on our own regardless of whatever people say anyway, just to see what it feels like on the other side. Then after down the road, they get to learn their lesson about what they could have did it better. And then they try to push the agenda as far as the next generation behind them. Like, hey, I want you to do this because I can see where that's leading. Or don't get into that, you know what I'm saying, that domestic violence shit, or don't jump into that because, you know what I'm saying, like, because you've seen it because you've been down that path before. So you were trying to save the next generation or the next person. Hey, don't even waste your time, my nigga. All you gonna do is end up being in the gym. That's it. Don't go over there with all the extra shit. You trying to save us at the end of the day. You see what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, I'm here that if I can touch one or two, I'm good with that. And hopefully that'll trickle down to you can start somewhere because we're starting at. You know what I'm saying? And if it's not getting no better.
And you know what kicked me out, right? I mean, I'm a person that love going to like events and shit. You know, when I was growing up, I like really capture that, like really capture the moment. Like if I'm at an SC game, I'm really capturing it. Like you feel me?
Mm.
And I think like more pops that's in people in their kids in their kids' life, more uncles, more older brothers. Take they take your little brother out to an event somewhere, to like a concert, a high school game, or a college game, or, NBA game might cost too much, but if you got it, get it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
A little concert with their favorite rapper or something don't cost that much. You know what I'm saying? This shit is easy to really like relate to a person and change the person that's in your inner circle. So after you get the message, it's certain things you can do to just get the niggas around you or get the little niggas around you to some type of way connect with you. Like the nigga called your phone all day, but now y'all going to this event. That week before he calling your phone, that week of he calling your phone, the week after he tapping in with you. A lot of young niggas don't got that either. You feel me? Because niggas too busy trying to see what's on Instagram, see where the next gram or the next vape pen coming from. You know what I'm saying? So they not even calling nobody for help. You feel me?
Right.
When you sit there and now you waiting on kickoff, or you sitting there, you got the opener coming up, they're gonna ask you a couple questions. They have a conversation with you where you thought that they was never gonna ask you. You feel me? Niggas ain't about to just call you and talk to you about their problem. But
Right.
when you spend some time with them, oh man, they gonna let you know everything they going through.
Right. Thanks. And nine times out of 10, they going through everything that we sitting here talking about on this platform. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't handle it. My heart would be too fragile as a kid dealing in this area.
Mm.
You feel me?
Right.
I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't be able to do it. What? You asking me for some money?
Right.
Fuck that. Fuck just me giving you some money. You disrespecting yourself, and you disrespecting yourself is hurting me. God damn. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this was, cause I'm looking at that like, you a hoe. At that point. So, if a young nigga coming around and he just see a handful of hot pockets around just asking for money, or need gold, or need designer this, or need something to roll up, that shit is sad. Like,
Right.
you feel me?
Right.
We back
I
then,
mean, nowadays, if you ain't got the right outfit on, you might not even get in that date, which is crazy as shit to me.
back then you could bring a woman a shirt or a dress, a little sundress with some flowers.
Mm-hmm.
She'll talk about you for a whole month straight.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
There are those kind of women still exist. They just a little harder to find. They still exist, but I'll be watching TikTok, and you see these 20 versus 1 or whatever the case, and it's like they be asking the most stupidest and the most dumbest questions I ever had. Like that doesn't have to do with anything as far as get to know someone. First of all, the first question I ask is how much you make. If it ain't enough, then I don't even consider you. Not saying what you look like, not saying that you probably, you know what I'm saying, you probably a good man. You know what I'm saying? She done passed up on that because your income wasn't enough. She's not wanting to be happy.
Yeah.
She don't want to be happy.
Hey,
Just saying.
you want to know some real shit though? You know why Drea end up with the young nigga?
What?
Because all these females, these younger females, thinking they Drea. You get what I'm saying? And that shit ain't it. Like at a younger age, you supposed to prove how much you can hold it down for a nigga. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like none of these young niggas that got money or getting in a good position, they not starting off with nobody because the young ladies don't care for holding it down for a nigga or keeping it 100 for a nigga. And then when they get that first message of just, cheat, do whatever you want to do, now she thinking she ain't worthy. Like, oh, because the nigga, he out here doing all this and messing with all these women. So it's like, it's a thin line. I don't know what's gonna fix it, you feel me? But nigga gotta get back to the basics for sure. For sure.
Yeah, that's yeah. I done seen too many episodes of that shit to where it was like, I don't like your outfit. I don't like the way it look. I don't like, I mean, I don't know, it's just something about you. Like, you ain't even trying to see what's it's crazy, but like you said, it goes off, you know what I'm saying? Like how you use the example of Dre. Right?
Yeah.
I feel like it didn't start with Dre. It's part of it, right? But it goes from all these reality TV shows to where this is what the persona that they want to be, or this is their perception of how women's supposed to act. And, you know what I'm saying? All it is. But at the end of the day, that's how you lose what's coming to you, or your blessing that's supposed to be coming to you. You lost that because you done lost of what you done lost track of what really matters and what don't.
You right, because love and hip hop fucked up the black community. You feel me?
An example.
A lot of niggas start thinking they was Stevie J. A lot of females thinking, they niggas thinking they Ray J. A lot of females thinking they Tierra Marie.
Right.
And all these women, you know what I'm saying, that they just seeing come across their screen. Then you got Cardi B come across the screen. You got all these women, Jocelyn. You got all these women on these screens, and it's in prime time. They right there, it's front and center. Ain't no 106 in Park.
Right.
Ain't no 8 o'clock Disney Channel movies coming on. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no Nick at Night. You feel me? They right here, front and center, watching this Love and Hip Hop with the
He can tell you everything that's going on in there.
And that's, and I feel like that's a big part too. Like,
what it's doing is diluting what we trying to achieve as far as people. Like you're not learning it inside the household. You learning it from like these shows, and then these shows give you a fucked up persona. Like this is the way you're supposed to carry yourself, and this is how you go about a situation. To where these characters start rubbing off on regular people, like that's them. Like how you were just saying, like
and trying to carry on the systematic just energy where we have a family event or some family shit going on, and people would be like, "Oh, we gotta care about your feelings." Of course, kids' mental health, all this shit. You feel me? It was something that they already had based in their own homes. They was already on. You feel me? They pushing, you know, all these movies and commercials. The family all in the house together watching movies and shit. Man, you know, I've been around different cultures. And they don't do that. You know what I'm saying? This nigga go to work, she go do what the mama go do what she want to do, and then the kids do what they want to do, or the kids do what they want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But now,
my show on. I don't feel like being bothered. I'm watching my show.
But now,
I'm watching Bad Good stuff. I don't talk to nobody.
But
I gotta see what happened to John.
But thank you. But nowadays, we all like nigga, we gotta be all in the same living room watching the shit. We gotta be in the same living room while we smoking. We gotta be in the same living room while we playing domino. We gotta be in the same living room while we doing all these other shit, playing the coldest music. You feel me? It used to be another room. You feel me? Y'all go in that room.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Especially when like back then, that's when they had more house parties, and we were subjected to that room. Don't come out this room, don't even come out from the water. Go to bed.
If y'all need something, if y'all need something, y'all tell Whoopty Whoop to come out and let us know.
Right.
y'all tell they'll handpick somebody. Y'all tell that person, hey, they'll come get me and let me know if it's serious for y'all to go get whatever y'all need. You feel me? And we'll come get y'all when the food ready. Don't come asking us back and forth when the food ready. And nobody eating no cake or no desserts, no cupcakes, no candy before they eat their food.
Right.
That ended it right there. Then you might as well bring. We gonna have our own music. We got our own games. You feel me? We gonna put some waters. We gonna put some sodas up in here. You know what I'm saying? We gonna go to the liquor store. We gonna have our own little candy and stuff.
Hey, liquor store was a shit. I ain't gonna. Yeah, give me my little dollar so I go right down here and get my little W's. Go down there. I think that was 50 cents a piece at that time. I don't know what the fuck the price is now. Some for 25 cents too.
I be sitting there just smiling, man, just proud. I be seeing little kids on scooters all together going to the store or some shit, or a bunch of kids at the store fucking around. I was in the grocery store, man. There's little kids fucking around stealing this shit.
Oh,
But it made me so happy though. I'm like, yeah, that's how
how does that make you happy?
Cause they was all together, man. You could tell they was friends. Like, you feel me?
You was more so with the kids because they was all together stealing and them stealing in the at least they was doing it together. Okay.
Hey, it used to be cold though.
They went from kicking it outside the grocery stores, helping helping the elderly people to the car, and hopefully they get you a little change. You know what I'm saying? So you going inside the store and they're going to go steal the shit. Like, all right, that's crazy.
You capping. Stop capping.
No, I bullshit you not. I bullshit you not.
So look, it used to be like this. Don't be over there with Easter. It always an Easter. Don't be over there with Easter kids doing this or doing that. we about to go over here.
Now I'm not gonna say the people I was with didn't take some shit, but I wasn't the one to take. You know what I'm saying? Cause it wasn't no need for me to take it. But yeah, there was some Easters in the family, and you know what I'm saying, to how you to the extent that you saying it. Well, you got that family member that got kids, and then you all them kids, you know what I'm saying, or 2 out of 3 of the kids, or you know what I'm saying, 2 out of the 7, somebody gonna pick up something.
That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying
when you get back to the house, where you get that from?
Yeah, I
I
ain't
got from the store. You didn't have no money.
right. Shit like that. Then you get niggas telling this shit. Wooty will got something too. Where you get some money from? Well, I got $1 from Wooty Woo.
You know damn well you didn't have that dollar.
God.
My father told me a story. It's crazy as shit, right? It was crazy when he told it to me. He say, him and his brother, well, he had a few brothers, right? But him and his youngest brother, um, was taking the change out of their oldest brother's little jar thing. He had the gang of change. So what they would do is they would take the change out and go rub it in like mud or dirt to make it seem like they found it outside. Like, where we get that money from? Oh, we got it from outside. He came back in there and seen that shit was missing out this door. Both of them got an ass open. I'm like, see, you can't do that. I don't know what she listening to. Hello? Oh, man. How you? Hello? Hello. I can't hear you, nephew. You might have to go back in. Come back out and come back in. But yeah, that shit is crazy. It's crazy how they develop these new shit. Yeah. And I seen a comment up there that said that the Family Matters, I mean, not the Family Matters, the Cosby Show. That was a good show. It showed, you know what I'm saying, that black people went lower class, that they wouldn't have a little money to have. You know what I mean? The rules was a little different as far as how shit worked, but
Yeah.
the structure of the household told everything. It told a story.
Yeah.
And Family Matters, it told a story.
You get
You know
me?
what I'm saying? Like these shows that we had, they told a story. They went from those shows to all kind of shit.
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, yeah. But yeah, man, how you feel about the segregation situation that's going on?
Segregation. I wish a motherfucker real gentleman I can't. I've been waiting for all my life. I've been waiting for a moment like this. So you can put that white only sign up. I'm gonna intentionally go over there on purpose.
Yeah.
I want to see.
So
This is your reason for you taking away everything and you trying to bring this back down here with these people. Yeah, okay, I want to see that.
so
If that ever does come up to effect, like clearly, you're gonna really see black people stick together. I'm just saying.
so
You want to see black people come together? Fuck what they think. Fuck what they people's enough. To it's okay, enough is enough. And then we got the right artillery as far as people now, because it's not like how they was being lenient back then, and they was, you know what I'm saying, being quiet. And like, nah, the true riots then came since then.
not for sure. I'm about to probably get up out of here, but I just want to talk about this topic before I left. That's why I wanted to bring it up. But I feel like this where like how can I this where like our ghetto angels show off. You feel me? And when I say that, it's like a lot of people they lost their life in gang violence and all type of this gang, like, this gang shit, right? Now, I would want to see, I feel like a true civilian or a person that's pro-black, I already know what that's gonna look like. You feel me? But I just want to see what it look like for a former gang member or a gang member. Like, I just want to see the unity amongst that. Like, I want to see that impact. Like, I just want to. Cause I feel like it could be very. I've been thinking this and saying this, but it would be way more impactful going the other way with that energy. You know what I'm saying? And if a nigga want to keep if he want to keep playing, I think like I said, I ain't no just like no, don't do it. Like nigga, fuck you at that point, cause like now I know what you on, and then now I'm looking at everybody else on what they on too. Like even Snoop, like we was talking about that shit. Like you feel me? Like shit getting weird. Like shit getting real wicked, and it's like we get so blinded by just motherfuckers being across the screen or across our Instagram, and we might see a handful of 100 black people. You know what I'm saying? And it's billions. You feel me? Of black people out here.
Right.
So I feel like we shouldn't look at them as examples or representation. Like they shouldn't represent us in no shape or form right now. No more. Like I feel like that should be just done with.
Right.
When you got niggas as famous and Ricos, when you got all this bullshit going on with people that's always across your screen, I just feel like you should just don't take it too much to heart. Just look at it as entertainment. But
Right. And I'm with that being said, like this is something that should have been came about, that we could have been got together and did what needed to be done. But this right here is the biggest wake up call I think we needed to be able to see, like, okay, look, we've been saying this shit for years. Now all of a sudden, now look, it's in plain sight. You're gonna see these signs come back out. What are we gonna do from this point on? Something that we should have been did, yeah, but it's gonna be a time and a place where we was gonna have to come together regardless.
yeah,
And the time is now.
and then that be like disruption and chaos because it sound good like over the podcast. But the division will be immediately is you niggas is not saying nothing to your boy right now. So that's the first thing that niggas gonna do. Like every nigga that's cool with Trump, the black community right now is like, when y'all gonna say something? Like, I say y'all ain't gonna say nothing. Oh y'all so now
Let's see which way they walk when they put the old school signs back up and they can't go use the white. Let's see what that shit go.
So that's what I'm saying. So now when that happened, it's too late.
Right.
It's too late.
That's what I'm saying. This should have been happening.
Like if you can't try to pick a side when the signs go up at that point. Like a nigga already giving you like Batman signals and telling you what's going on. So off of that, this your homie. You cool with this nigga for a reason. Don't just be cool with niggas just to be cool with niggas. You cool with this nigga for a reason. If you gonna be if you a real nigga, or you say you real, or you want us to give you a pass, or for us to fuck with you, you gonna have to check him, let him know he fucked up, for us to even fuck with you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now if you don't check, if you don't check him, now we don't fuck with you. Now I feel like that's the division that's gonna be so weird and wicked. It's gonna be the niggas that fuck with him versus the niggas that don't.
Right.
And that's gonna be a whole war. While that's going on, signs getting put up.
Right.
you get what I'm saying? Like the weird shit.
Yeah, this shit crazy. And it's gonna get worse if we don't make it better. I don't know. Like I said, this platform can only go so far. You know what I'm saying? Something has to be put into action for it to make sense. If we can sit there and boycott that one day at Target, we can do much more than that. What they fail to realize is the world doesn't work unless people invest inside these stores to make the shit work. But this is why, like, when I first started this podcast, of why I said we needed more black hospitals and more black schools, more black libraries. That way we can continue to learn what we need to learn about our people. And then when you get to telling people about certain things or certain aspects that happen and why people did what they did, it seems boring.
Now I feel like you in the right path. You in the right situation. you in like the epic center of some of the shit that that can come forward in the future if you strike at it and really take action. Because when I was talking about I was thinking about that, and I went so many ways with that. Like this people that day, seeing people boycott for that one day had so many thoughts in my mind. I didn't get a chance to talk about it. And I called my cousin, she a therapist. I even wanted to go so far to where I wanted to go so far with it to where I was wanting to come to a platform where, we talk about just mental health, because I felt like we got to start there. Like niggas got issues with their own family members,
Right.
and it's gonna start with the therapy, and everybody ain't well, and everybody got their own personal issues and fucked up. So it's like, how could we all come together if a nigga, he don't even want to pull up on you unless or you don't want to pull up on him, or vice versa. You don't want to see the nigga unless the nigga can take you somewhere, or unless the nigga got some gas money, or unless the nigga got some weed for a nigga to smoke, or that'd be a time where nigga want to go kick with their cousin. If their cousin say, "Oh, I'm about to go smoke, smoke it down, and I got this bottle," cousin want to come chill and have a good time. You feel me? You call your cousin, say you going through some shit, nigga start laughing. You feel me? Like you good, everything gonna be straight. You know what I'm saying? So it just, we gotta work with ourselves, because we not even connected within ourselves, like within our own family, within our own self, within our own community. Like we not even tapped in. So uh, uh the next step was like reverse engineering after the mental health and therapy and all that shit. Then I feel like it'd be perfect for people to unite in their own personal communities, where you have somebody come out here and make some and have a barbecue pit going. You got somebody, got the jumpers going. We got people over here reading what's the new laws coming. You got people over here talking about daycares for kids, um, tutoring and shit like that. Like that shit could be done, but a lot of people be having the money or claim they got the money and shit and giving back, but they want to give back on some, oh, I got a pizza for downtown, or we gonna do these turkeys, or we gonna do this toy giveaway. You know what I'm saying? Which is fine, because they doing something for the community, and I gotta be better with that within myself. But I'm on some direct, like when I see a person, I see them, all right, I got a couple dollars, give them a couple dollars. See a person, I got some shit in my trunk that I always don't need. Take these shoes, take these whatever. You feel me?
Right.
So always being willing to give, but for it to make sense, niggas gotta put their dollars towards the jumpers. Niggas gotta put their dollars towards the barbecue. Niggas gotta put their money towards the DJ to go out there and really DJ. Niggas gotta put money towards, for we can have a block party or get this designated area and nobody can bother us. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that shit takes money too. You feel me? So it's tough. Like you gotta want niggas to come together and not hurt each other, and then at the same time have the money and the resources where we together and learning and getting something accomplished done. So it could be done. It just will have to, the barbecue, the catering company got to pitch in on this day. You feel me? The nigga that got the jumpers, he might need to donate two or one and something to provide the other one. You know what I'm saying? Somebody with the food stamps, gotta go get the meat. You can pause, you know what I'm saying? We might just get the speakers, make a couple playlists, you know what I'm saying? Just make it work,
Right.
and get a couple people from the city council, black people from the city council that can tell us what laws going on.
Mm-hmm.
Get a couple people from the schools and how and tell them what look up what daycare is available, what tutoring is available. Like that shit is possible.
Right.
You just we gotta get the resources and I had a gym today I was gonna post. I ain't posted yet, but the gym is for sure. Uh, resource is is meant to be found and not lost. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
So that's what we on right now. That's what we got to be on. You feel me? Because there's no point of burning bridges right now. You need every resource. There's no point cussing your cousin out right now. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? He got the bullshit ass rims over there, but we might need them in a couple of days.
Just saying. You never know what you gonna need. You know what I'm saying? So
So you gotta keep your resources on point, and you never know, he might need you. Shit, you know what I'm saying? But then he ain't gonna be able to call you because he feel like y'all done had an argument or some stupid shit. So yeah,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate the last topic, man. I appreciate that. That's some shit that I can rap about all day long. I ain't gonna hold you. I appreciate you coming through. PC, I appreciate you coming through, even though I know it was like a little service problem. Shout out to the Not Going Live podcast and the Gym World podcast, and also the G Nation platform podcast. This is Black Heirloom from Black Heirloom Entertainment. This is Straightforward Podcast, season 11, episode number 2. Um, I want to thank everybody for coming out, you know what I'm saying, and showing love. We continue to show love on this platform. If you know anybody that would be interested in the show, please send it through this. If you want if they want to tune to YouTube, you can always go on my channel in my page, and it'll simply show what episodes that we have on there. You know what I'm saying? And so if you know somebody that'll like the podcast or be a part of this podcast family, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and reach out to them. But with that being said, let's try to share the positivity. Let's try to share the love, and let's try to bring it into one, because, you know what I'm saying, this world is coming to an end and the way they're trying to perceive it. So we need to stick together as it is. So like Nephew was saying, if you got a family member out there that you ain't spoken to in years, you know what I'm saying, try to reach out to them, because we all we need. You never know what you might need. With that being said, we out.